All right, Lifestyle, welcome. Welcome to our first of many series Dyno Shootout. Dyno, I would say a Dyno exhibition based on brand, your brand liking. So we have Asafa Powell here. I couldn't do it without him. What do we have here? All AMG machine. All AMG powered machine. All right, and I invited Asafa to say, come up with an idea. I guess we have our year-to-year Dyno Shootout, but how about a brand or a club-specific Dyno event, which is the first one that we're doing here, and we're introducing it. No, 68. Yeah, 68, yeah.
Roland Crawford is notorious for always finding innovative ways of bringing the automotive community together. Now, as Roland stated earlier, this will be his first ever club Dyno Shootout. In other words, this is a group of friends with the same brand vehicle going to the dyno to see just how much power can be made. However, there's a twist. All vehicles will be making pulls on both 93 octane and on boostane. Boostane is an octane booster that increases fuel efficiency and performance. This was provided by Mr. Presley, who's our local dealer for Renegade Racing Fuel. On the other hand, the 93 octane was supplied by Fesco. Fesco operates a total of 23 gas stations across the island of Jamaica, several of which offers 93 octane on the pump. With that said, both Mr. Presley and Fesco are sponsors for Roland's Club Dyno Shootout.
Yeah, big up Lifestyle. This car belongs, the owner of this car is Mr. Dane Chuck. I say Mr. because big man thing, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And you don't know, sir, AMG, there's no replacement for this placement. So, you know what? We have some V8, you guys will be hearing V8 through this entire video. You know what I mean? We have the E55, 2004 E55. We have, I don't know if you want to walk down to the other cars while we're talking and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man, we can take a walk, man, and see what's going on.
Yeah, guys, and here we have the SLS, one and only in Jamaica. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful machine. I don't know, Roland is going to work his magic on it already. And here is my car, my pride and joy, one in the entire Caribbean, CLK63 Black Series, and love this car, and I'm going to keep it forever.
You burn the title even when you leave, right?
No, I live with the kids.
You live the title with them?
I live with the kids.
don't live the title with them. Burn the title.
Yeah,
leave the car with them, but burn the title.
That's true. That's true. And we have the E63 here, guys, and he put a ESS supercharger on it. Don't know if Roland's going to tune it today. We have to talk to the owner, but this car is not tuned as yet, but it's a beautiful car, and you know what I mean? We're going to enjoy the day.
Yes, we definitely will. All right. And if you notice, all of these engines here have a name who made the engine originally from factory.
Yeah, man.
So each AMG,
look at the Asafa Powell on the engine.
You guys have Asafa Powell?
Yeah. So this is
each of them
made the engine.
Has a name of the engineer who, because they're hand built. So they're hand built engine.
Yeah.
So and you can take a look at this one.
This tag is clearer than mine.
To see who made that engine. Shout out to the person if you're still alive.
Stefan Ulo.
And let's see who make that one, right?
Yeah.
Again, let us see. I think you say Asafa Powell on that one, right?
Yeah, man. Asafa Powell made that engine there.
And this one here.
This is the owner of the E55.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, man. And this is the owner of the
SLS, we have
E63.
Hugh Graham.
The E63.
63, and we have
Mr. Graham over there.
Member of Parliament, who is there also.
Yeah, man.
All right. So you can come.
We have a Bima guy over there, you know, but
you have a BMW guy.
yeah, man, BMW guy. Yeah, the man said the car them make 300 horsepower today.
So and this one we have let's see who made this one. Pick up the ice. There has to be a name on it.
Yeah, man.
Yes, what's the name here? So as you can see.
Me no know, Mr. Jindo.
You can't pronounce his name. His name is in German, you know.
You can't pronounce German name.
So again, all these engines were made by an engineer, handcrafted. And that's the beauty about an AMG. That is a handcrafted setup at the end of the day. So what we're going to do is to put these on the roller. Today we're going to do a 93. All of them are 93 sponsored by Fesco. Okay, so Fesco is the fuel provider for today for the pump gas class, and then we're gonna have Presley with the VP. So we're gonna move them to 105 afterwards. So first event is the pump gas class, all right? And we have Mobile One, who is a preferred oil brand, and they're one of our sponsors also. Couldn't do it without them. So on all these cars from factory, you will have a Mobile One sticker in the engine bay.
Oh yeah.
As the preferred oil for the European cars, all right? So again, this is just the first series. We plan to invite VJ with the BMW coming in. And then there's the undergroup also, the ones who have the more modern Type R. We're gonna invite those persons to come in also. So we're trying to do more of a club. Yeah, the NSX can come at that time. So we're gonna do the Hondas, the BMW, and bring in the different persons with Nissan also. You might have the Nissan Note Club, you have the Honda Fit Club also. Out there, you have the Nissan Note Club, and you have the Probox guys with the Probox.
Yeah, the Probox can spin it, I know.
Yep, it's been the real one. So I can tell you, what we're doing is to have persons find another way to enjoy automotive.
Yeah, man.
All right, and that is what it's about. All right?
It's gonna get loud, guys.
All right, so we're gonna get loud, so let us start it up.
All right, my name is Dane Chuck. I drive a 2005 E55 AMG. It's a supercharged version, and it makes about 400 horsepower at the wheels and 480 torque. The daily driver, so homework, kids, everything. And future plans, maybe they do the downpipes and full exhaust intake. Probably get it to about 700 with a pulley. So yeah, it jumps up pretty quickly, horsepower wise, because it's supercharged. So it's one of the last years before they changed over into the 63. So it's a 5.4 liter V8 supercharged. All right. Well, Asafa, a good friend of mine, kind of called me out and said, bring the car home. I said, all right. So he borrowed the car for a while, did some maintenance, which I failed to do, and he took care of it. And it's what it is. I mean, I chose Benz because I'm not a Beamer fan. They tend to be a bit unreliable and love to go kaboom and make funny bings. Ting, ting. But the Mercedes, I think they're built better and a lot like long lasting. Like this is a 05 car sitting down beside 2010s, 2022s, you know? I don't see any Beamer around. So that's it.
First pull, 388 and 475. So we make our next pull right now. So that's the first pull. All right, 475 foot-pound torque with 388. So yeah. So let's make a look now. So we'll make another pull. The third gear pull, and you do a fourth gear. Fourth gear, you have 1 to 1. That was 3, 4, 6 a while ago, so they're going to make one more pull. They're going to make one more pull. a little bit less. Maybe less, but the heat soak, the heat will stop to go. You have to do that. Put that on the heat soak. Once making power, heat is the enemy. You need the right operating temperature, meaning it can't be too cold, can't be too hot. In this case, we made back-to-back cold, and you can see right here, the temperature on the supercharger and the charge temp went up. These fans, if you're on the road, it won't happen. But in the event that you're on the dyno now, where the air is not flowing sufficient, it will happen in this case. So that's why when you see with dyno, even the race cars on the dyno, when we go to the track, we make a lot more power, but we don't even realize it because the wind factor is cooling the vehicle better than what we have on the dyno. So in this case, it was what, 479 foot-pound of torque, and this is on pump gas from Fesco. Yeah, this is pump gas from Fesco. So we're gonna take this one off and put on the race gas, and then we'll go from there. All right. So we're gonna bring on the next car now, so you can see what the other car is about. All right. I want to try to finish up this before 4 o'clock, but really impressive, and it's a completely stock car. Stock headers,
Stock everything.
stock pulley, stock exhaust system. Everything is completely stock from factory, which is what we're expecting in terms of the numbers. Customer wants to do an upgrade.
Upgrade pulley.
Upgrade pulley.
Pull and headers.
Upgraded. Yeah, because if it was turbo, then I could just do like this. Sorry. But on a supercharger, you know, if you have to do the pulley is the boost. The pulley is the boost. Alright? And that's what you say, a smaller pulley.
Yeah, it's smaller.
Smaller pulley.
Yeah.
So you go smaller to get more boost. Alright? So let's unstrap this one.
Alright guys, so I'm Asafa Powell. I don't know, octane king, farmer, athlete, you know what I mean, now in the car world. And you don't know, we have a one of a kind here, the SLS 2012 SLS AMG 63, and it's pretty much a race car for the road. You know I mean, this car comes with the gold, we call it the gold wing.
The gold wing doors.
Yeah, the gold wing doors, and I mean, it's a predecessor. Or the gold wing for the the gold wing from back in the 70s. And I mean, it's a front mid-engine car, like I said, you know, a race car for the road. And the difference is that car, the E55 was mass produced. This car, you know, I think a limited amount of them was produced. You can do some research and put it up on the screen how many of them were made. You know, but I think 500 and something horsepower, not sure of the numbers. Maybe 570 horsepower this car came with. Don't quote me on that. But, we're gonna see how much it makes today. We might put some more juice in it, you know what I mean? So yeah, beautiful car, so just enjoy it.
So you come here, come get in a trouble.
No trouble.
So we'll ask how much you predict the car will make.
Yeah, so I tell Saf that 5.8.
508.
508. Okay, 508. Alright, so where you still that?
I would love to see that. Because I'm watching it now.
I'm watching.
I know watching.
We'd love to see that.
Yeah, and I run pump good gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
What you know that we don't know? 5.8 to you? Looking for
how much I think it will make?
I think we said 550.
550.
550. It's professional advice.
Professional advice.
The gas man.
What you say?
The 5 nickel bit man, 510.
510.
510, 520.
All
But
right.
when it goes on to the 93, then it going to go to the 580. and that's
580.
what,
All right. What you say?
500.
500.
10, 512.
Moving up now.
All right. All right. So what inspired this though? What inspired this car? Nice car.
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton, straight.
Ah. Say no more.
Can you see? Can you see?
Right.
I don't know what I'm going to do when March starts, when the new season starts.
Right. Know that him gone over.
You know that him gone
Gone to
the real red car, to the real red car.
Gone to Ferrari.
Gone to the real red car.
All right.
I have to be thinking about that now.
So, my guess, let me do one a year now. My guess on the pump gas, I would say 460.
460.
Yeah, because my car, I'm basing it off my car and the power, the drivetrain loss. So, I'd say 460.
460. All right.
Eva AMG mode. The sequence here is in dyno mode. These new cars, they can't just put them on the dyno and dyno them like this.
Really?
No, they have to go in dyno mode and all the above.
Well, Asafa, you want to change your guess again?
No man, we love lose that way. I lose today. So we're I guess low and then the power high.
Right. Damn. How much you think it might go now?
I think the owner might win.
Owner might win?
Yeah, 5 more years.
5 more years.
There are multiple ways when trying to minimize tire slipping on a dyno, and oftentimes adding additional weight over the tires can be effective. In this case, sitting.
On 93. Not even sure about 93. Let's go. Let's go. 500. 500. Remember, it's 20% loss to the wheel. So if you add 20% to that, you're way over 500. And the torque was 446 to 4 torque, which you got prepare for drive. Alright, and that's not the race gas here. Alright, that's not the race gas program. Let's have a cheat him of a race gas first. We can go on. We already know when.
Previously, Asafa's car had already made 443 horsepower on Fesco's 93 octane. So right out the gate, he went straight on M5, which has an octane rating of 102.
When me I go on, me have too much gas in the car right now, so when this going out, it's not going to change.
It doesn't change, not change where it's supposed to.
It's not change like it's supposed to change, but alright, let's see what I go on.
Yes, gentlemen, we're here today testing out some cars with a 103 octane fuel. Right, they did a 93 map, so we're going to do a 103 octane and test them to see what's the difference in performance, what the horsepower difference, and you know, just to check the difference that the fuel actually make on these vehicles. So, I'm Presley Williams, PRF Petroleum, about 48 Studio One Boulevard. We sell all octane from 94 up to 123 octane.
Unfortunately, the M5 has been blended with an overwhelming amount of 93 octane that was already in Asafa's car. So in other words, this won't be a true reflection of what the M5 fuel is capable of.
Alright guys, so we just had some corn in the gas, you know what I mean, but the last time we were on the dyno we made 443, so with the gas, maybe 444. But let's alright, it's 460, alright, that was it.
Hands down. Meet Asafa Powell, CLK Black Series. Not an AMG, but it's a Black Series, which is a little bit, you have Mercedes, then you have AMG package, then you have AMG, and then you have the Black Series, which is their race version. Now, this car was originally developed for club racing. It wasn't meant for everybody. I don't know how Asafa did it. It's a fully race suspension car. So suspension underneath there, all race prep. All race prep. So, how we get it, I don't know. But this was where you were invited to actually buy this car to compete in a series. That is what it was for. So it ended up in Jamaica now, and we welcome it because it's one of the few, probably 100 of them, that was ever made. Exactly. All right, and it goes up in value. And it keeps going up in value and keep going up in value. Secret. They are similar engine, almost the same engine between this and the red one, the SLS. Yes, but SLS is a little bit bigger. Compression and it's dry stuff. And but the secret behind the SLS is the transmission. The transmission at the back, that is all the secret is. This one here, very similar engine as the SLS, but it's a little bit smaller displacement. That's all it is, and it's not dry stuff. This one actually have an oil pan. The SLS doesn't carry oil pan, so there's no oil stored inside of the engine. But I don't know how Asafa ended up with it, but I know it was supposed to be a spec car that you were invited to buy. And it's all race games. Yeah. How you end up with it?
I know. Asafa my name, and I know Jamaicans kind of don't play my name, but Asafa my name, you know what I mean? So,
but
that's all go.
You have to end up with. No, I'm not talking. I'm talking. Exactly.
Nowhere in the
talking
States.
about the fact saying the chosen few were invited to buy it. Because remember that they had a series that they competed with this car.
Yeah.
It was built to compete in a European series. So it wasn't a car that you could just walk into the dealership and say, "Give me one." You could not get it like that. You know the other person who ever applied one to this, the only product is Adrian Legion.
Yeah?
Yeah, in Canada. Yeah. Every time he message me, I say, tell us something. I say, I have one. So Adrian, you messaged me the other day.
Even when I went to Mercedes, Mercedes couldn't locate one for me. So I had to, have somebody search in the States, and they found one, and you know, I convinced them,
Yeah, Mike was invited to buy one in Canada, and Adrian wanted it. Because Adrian, I think you actually had yours before Adrian. And Adrian saw it. The time I was at Advantage General, and
Angel was like, yo, obviously I saw for one, you know. So he said, my dad tell him to get more one, you know. And when he looked, he messaged me with a white one. A white. So Michael Leach actually bought.
Jamaica, you have some gems. You have some gems, you know. You have the GT, the AMG, GT, GTR. You have the Black Series. You have the Black Series. You have the SLS. I see McLaren's coming here now. Lamborghini here, Jamaica. Yeah, we just need some road now.
Yeah.
We need some roads in Jamaica. We have too much bad car in Jamaica.
Yeah, we have cars that
on
we
bad
have
road.
Now because of bad car, that don't mean we want bad road.
I know. Good road.
And I'll tell you something, I was supposed to feel it even more because this car, the suspension is designed for race purposes.
Yeah man, so
you know it's stiffer.
Yeah man.
Exactly. Everything on it is all, even you replace what, the transmission mount?
Yeah,
and they're all race specs product that go back on the car. So it's designed to keep everything from moving. Alright, keep everything planted. This is serious stuff. And it goes up in value. Up in value. It's a good investment. Asafa always have some good investment.
Yeah, have some good investment.
Yeah, man, I do want a 3 run here again.
So 469.
No, 68. You take 468, yeah. Sure, we're going to unlock the computer, we're going to unlock the new realm, a new realm.
Yeah.
We're in a different time zone.
Asafa gained a total of 19 horsepower when switching to M5, and for him, this was satisfactory.
There's a, you take that.
Up next was the 2012 E63 AMG, and boy, were we in for a surprise.
Originally used to compete against the M5. So that's what they were made for, to compete against the M5. So BMW and Mercedes have a competition between sedan. So sedan for sedan, this will be the M5. Same engine as Asafa, and similar engine to like the SLS, yes. But again, this one now has a ESS supercharger kit on it and some mods. It hasn't been tuned yet. I would have run it and get some base numbers and see exactly what it means. I don't know what it will make. I can't guess.
So you said the supercharger was added?
Was added. The newer one comes turbo, which I've done like, how many of those? That's like the owner for Plantation Smokehouse, good friend of mine, in Marissa Dover also. He has one of these, CLS, C63, but his one is turbo. And I did one for Mickey, which recently started with us, Markland. He has a C63 also, and I did a purple E63 also. So those would have been added to the competition also. But yeah, it's good stuff.
How difficult was the supercharger? The supercharger was added by Elite Performance?
No, it was added by the owner on this.
Okay.
Yeah, the owner added it. But it's a bolt-on kit. So everything drops right back into the intake. And the belt, you can see here you have the supercharger pulley. I'll show you what it looks like. Just an idea. Here you go. So you can see the supercharger shaft, input shaft. It's gonna have two. You see how the shape? That's exactly how the gears shape in there. So it turns and.
Oh, like two rotor.
Yeah, like two rotor
going
against each other. Exactly. And you can change the gear to the wheel to make different form. Okay. All new Mercedes, all new BMWs come with the option to put them in dyno mode, or else you will never get the car to roll because it doesn't see the front tire rolling. So the car would never. So you can see on the screen where it come and tell you say dyno, and what happens is you press it, and then you can click it. Now it's ready to go in dyno mode. So if I start it now, you're gonna see all the lights on the dashboard. That's the only way. Now, the mistake that I made, I left this in a mode like this on a customer and it go crash because I didn't put back the traction. This have no traction control. You never mash up a car, man. You just run off a road. You know, nothing to help you when the car is in this mode.
So it's a true driver's mode then?
Yeah. Alright, so there's nothing out there helping you. Nothing. It's just you and the maker. Isn't that a nice, lovely scale sound? Yeah. Create a file for him by the way. Here we have an untuned supercharged 6.3 E63 and it's on 90 gas. So it's not fully tuned yet, so we're not really push it. I'm gonna roll out all the way. But yes, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put some boost in here. We made what, 407? But before making 407, you saw what, 385. And as the car gets warmer, the power comes, which means it goes in, it increases the timing. In this case, it's not increasing boost, but it's increasing the timing and also it's increasing the torque limit cable, so how much torque it can make. So the way how you make power with these Mercedes and BMW is by torque limit, by boost in the case of a BMW. In case of an all motor like this, you make power by timing. With the supercharger on this one though, it assisted a whole lot. Like stock without the supercharger, I think this would have made high threes, which is similar to where we do. But with the supercharger added, I know we can make high fours on this 22. Alright, so press when it give us some boost in now and see if we can bump up the octane on it, and let's see what the last one is. Alright?
I'm here today, I'm Presley Williams, introducing boosting, fuel additive. It raises the octane, depends on how you mix it, up to 100 and 508 octane. Alright, with 90 gas, with 93 can go up to 100 and probably 8. So they did a test on the 63 and we're going to just add some boost into it. It's not the proper way of doing it, but because we're on the dyno, we're just doing a little milk shifting because it's not going to be able to mix properly. But we're just going to do, I think, is just see some average numbers to see exactly, you know, how it works.
Then, I this man show night, you know? Film there. Buy some.
What we come check him?
You have to check him, man.
Presley, what?
Today is about good numbers, the different content and octane. And how octane booster versus 93 versus race gas, and you can see the difference in the phone.
Damn. Is it satisfied?
Yeah, man, very satisfied.
In the end, the E63 made 466 horsepower. That's a 59 horsepower gain by simply mixing a small percentage of butane with the 90 octane fuel. And remember, the engine still hasn't been tuned. So ultimately, it's safe to say that there's still a lot more power that's yet to be unleashed.
Alright guys, so what today proved to us that the cars made a lot of power. The cars are very fast, top from factory. You know what I mean? So everybody here today excited, everybody wants to upgrade. You know, I know the E55 is going to get some major upgrades. So look out for that. The SLS, you know, we need some coil packs, we need a few stuff to upgrade so we can pour in the race fuel, upgrade. The E63, it's not tuned. It's going to be tuned. Roland is going to tune it. So my car, the ECU lock, but we'll work on that. But yeah guys, it was a great day. You know, the cars came out, you know, the owners showed up and they love it. So it was a fun day and we can do more like this. And hopefully the next one we'll have all the cars ready for tuning. We'll make it over, you know, everything past 500 next time. Big up lifestyle. Big up.
Dane Truck, who's the owner of the E55 AMG, came back on the dyno to see just how much power could have been made. But unfortunately, the supercharger kept on having heat-soaking issues. Here's what Roland had to say.
So what we have is the supercharger pump. Supercharger is liquid cooled, so therefore it has a heat exchanger, which a turbo would have like an intercooler, right? In this case, the pump that is used to cool the supercharger is malfunctioning, so it's getting heat soaked. So when it's cold at first, make a lot of power, but then after you hit it with the second one and the third one, the power keeps dropping. So in this case, we have to replace that pump. All right.
In the end, it's safe to say that all Mercedes AMG Benz now holds a special place in my heart. And with the combination of luxury, comfort, and 6.3 liters of monstrosity, I can honestly say that I don't think I could possibly ask for more. However, as it relates to owning one of these, I may need to step my game up.
Lifestyle 2025. It's a new year, and you know we have to get creative in the automotive industry. Can't be doing the same thing over and over and over. So we're gonna close out now. Today we saw the AMG machines, the AMG powered machines coming out. And you can see all of them making 400, 500, all of them is just in the same ballpark figures. And cars that are from 04 is making over 400 horsepower. All right, and you have cars that are special collection. You could see that you had collector's items here. We had Asafa with his, we had Hugo with his own here, where you got to see cars not just on the road or in a parking lot where you can just look at a traditional car show, no. But you get the chance to actually see them in action, hear the engine and hear the sound of the car roaring on the dyno. And that is what we're here for, to bring that to life. Where instead of you seeing a car in a parking lot or at a car show, where you're like, I wonder what this car, how much power this car is making. No, you can actually see it in action on the dyno and get the true power. That was the Mercedes AMG. And what happened, I couldn't do it without my sponsors. We had Presley from Boostain, who is gonna definitely give us some VP gas, which was the 105. We saw, and Asafa car loved that gas. When you get that gas, it transformed. We saw what the Boostain did in the supercharged 63. That was crazy right there. So we're proving to you that the product worked. We saw that everybody was on Fesco 93. So everybody actually used Fesco 93 today. And we could see what the benchmark, everybody made over 400 horsepower on the 93 gas. So it's not just a myth to say, no, 93 not gonna give you more power. No, we actually prove it today that the 93 does make power. And none of them kettle. There was no knock, there was no detonation, there was nothing like that. Everything actually made power and was safe, and they're all gone home. The next event, I'm gonna invite VJ with the M to come in. And you're gonna be part of that also. Prez, you're gonna be part of that one also, right? And I'm sure Fesco wants to be part of that also. And Mobile One, who is one of our title sponsors for the oil. All these cars are using Mobile One oil, all right? So they're gonna be part of it. We're bringing in the M guys. We're gonna invite the M guys them to come on the roller and let's debut the product out there. And afterwards, we may just invite the new Civic, which is a new Type R, to come in. So what we want to do is to do club dyno session. And persons can see, because now you're starting to invite cars which are within the same region. Nobody's saying, yo, I'm more than you. No. Everybody is within the same level sport. So we're doing clubs right now. So it's if you're part of the Underfit Club, we will invite an Underfit Day, Underfit Nation, Fit Nation they call themselves, to come in and have a dyno day on the dyno. If you are part of the VITS Club, it's the same thing. You're gonna bring in all the VITS, and it's a Pro Box, just the same. Those who have the Pro Box out there, no matter if it's for show, you come, you put it on the dyno, and we all can laugh and talk and discuss horsepower, all right, and what makes horsepower and how does an engine work, all right? So we get the opportunity to get a lot of science and data here. What we got the opportunity to see is the difference in the fuel, the difference in how combustion work between turbocharged, supercharged, and naturally aspirated engine. We started to hear an all-motor V8 screaming to 9,000 RPM, which was the SLS. You heard that thing roaring on the dyno. So looking forward to more of these sessions, and I couldn't do it without the sponsors out there, all right? So again, big up the Mobile, big up Fesco, big up Presley. Couldn't do it without him from boosting. It was an excellent day. All right? Lifestyle, big up. Asafa, sub 10, big up yourself. You made it happen. All right? Thank you so much. Hugo, thanks so much for entrusting us in working on that machine. It came in a little bit on the unhealthy side, but you're going home now with a 500 horsepower machine. All right? Bless yourself. All right.